Hello everyone, welcome to Scared to Death for Fun, where I just talk about horror movie stuff. And today is different from the first video, and it's my second video, and it is a review-ish. I don't know. I don't like calling it a review because it makes it feel so formal. I just want to talk about Signs, the M. Night Shyamalan movie from 2002, I think. I have recently watched Signs for the first time, okay? I was 2 when it came out, so sorry about that. First and foremost, what I want to start this video off with is that this is not a horror movie, okay? I don't know who said that down the line. If I was watching someone make a video about this movie, that's what I would want to hear, so I'm putting this at the beginning of the video. Signs is not a horror movie, okay? Signs stars Mel Gibson, Joaquin Phoenix, which Joaquin Phoenix in this movie? Anyway, Joaquin Phoenix, Mel Gibson, one of the McCulkin brothers, and little girl who is in a lot of movies. She's in Little Miss Sunshine. She is in Zombieland. She is in Scream Queens. As an adult, I can't even think of her name, but she is one of the main characters. Very star-studded. The acting's good. M. Night Shyamalan casted the movie well. But it's not what I thought it was going to be. Signs is an alien movie. And I felt like there were, no aliens, okay? And I get it. It is not lost on me that horror movies have evolved even in just the last 20 years. I mean, I guess it has been 20 years. Horror evolves constantly year to year. So if you think about, just movies from the 80s to 2000s, now we're at another 20 years from 2000s to 2020s. It's not lost on me that shit has evolved. I immediately think of the movie on Hulu, the new Alien movie that came out a few months ago. No One Will Save You. That's the movie. I used that as a comparison when I was talking to my friend after Signs. And it's not lost on me that media has changed and things have gotten more intense, more thrilling. I don't know. But No One Will Save You is alien invasion, constant fighting, and I'm getting sucked up and I'm falling and they're tearing down the house and they're chasing me. It's constant peril. And I guess it leans more towards horror, where Signs is very much a drama. There are thrilling elements to it. I wouldn't even say horror, unless aliens are a scary trigger for you, which it can be, okay? Different things scare different people, but it wasn't any peril. There really wasn't a lot of horror in it. From the jump of the movie, it starts out strong. Basically, the opening scene is the crop circles showing up in the backyard of our main characters, and it's very gripping, but there's a lot of plot and character and emotion and drama that is afterwards, and the horror and thrilling elements seem very few and far between. The bigger thrilling horror elements at the end aren't as big of a payoff, in my opinion. Basically, we find out that Mel Gibson, his wife, died 6 months ago, and Joaquin Phoenix is his younger brother. They're all a mismatched family, and they're all basically throughout the whole movie dealing with this trauma. Everybody has weird quirks. Everybody is on edge. Everybody's very tense the whole movie. I think my biggest negative critique is maybe perceptions that I put on the movie myself, where I believe it's one of M. Night Shyamalan's best regarded movies. I know that Sixth Sense and I think Split are probably the two highest that come to my mind, but I feel it's third or fourth. It's somewhere around there. It just didn't live up to even the horror that I would say was in The Village. Now, I guess to get into some spoilers, I guess I've kept it spoiler free up until this point. You probably know spoilers, but whatever. For the first half of the movie, it's kind of a question of are the aliens coming? When the crop circles first show up, it's we don't even know if it's actually aliens. But then the news starts to cover it, and they start to see lights, and the kids first are the ones that start to think it's aliens. And then Joaquin Phoenix's character starts to believe the kids, and then Mel Gibson is finally okay, aliens are here. The movie does build well. There are small encounters, that's the word, with the aliens. They're like on the roof and they run, and then there's one in the cornfield, and then in a very emotional moment, Mel Gibson is called by the man, which played by M. Night Shyamalan. He's called by M. Night Shyamalan's character, and M. Night Shyamalan in the movie is the one that has killed his wife 6 months ago. And that is also, we get flashbacks to his wife getting killed. M. Night Shyamalan in this scene says that he has heard the aliens are afraid of water. Mel Gibson finally has an interaction with them because M. Night Shyamalan has somehow locked one in his pantry. That, I don't get that in my head. Like, if the aliens are like supposed to be a threat, how the fuck did you lock it? Like, and when Mel Gibson goes in the house, there's not a sign of like a struggle. It's just like, it's not evident. And he somehow locks an alien in the cupboard, and the alien can't get out. Which I was like, oh, the alien's gonna bust out of there as soon as he sees or hears Mel Gibson. I don't know, okay? I don't understand. The aliens don't pose a big threat. And I think that is a criticism I have. I will say, going back, there is the infamous scene. I feel like there are two infamous scenes that I even knew about before going into it. And one of them is on the news. There is a sighting of an alien, and there's like a big clip. And that's like the big reveal of like, oh my gosh, these are what these aliens look like. This is a gag. And I'm sure for 2002, it was very great CGI. And I actually liked the scene. That clip, that scene of Joaquin Phoenix is like, they moved the TV away from the kids, so it's like in the broom cupboard. It's in the cupboard under the stairs. And he basically wakes up and he watches this clip on the TV and is like horrified. And I understand the tension. I like this scene, but it was not as effective to me, either because I feel like the movie isn't strong, or maybe it's because I have been modernized by horror, that I was kind of just like, okay, cute, he's posing for the camera. It literally felt like he was just like walking past. But it was, in the context of the movie, I feel like it was a very good reveal, and this was one of the stronger moments of thrill, of tension, of horror, of like a release. It was very much a, oh shit, these aliens are real and they're coming. It's really convoluted, and the younger Joaquin Phoenix's character is like an ex minor league baseball player, and there's a bat on the wall, and he starts just beating the shit out of the alien. Joaquin Phoenix realizes that the water is poison to them. Here's my criticism, okay? Everybody calls this twist out. I knew that the aliens were allergic to water going into the movie. And I feel like multiple people talk about how bad this twist is, or that it like didn't live up to it, whatever. And it's not a twist. It's not a twist, because M. Night Shyamalan's character and other people, like 2 or 3 other people in the movie, alluded to that the aliens didn't like water. So it's just like, it's not a twist. It was a foreshadowed moment. If you think of an M. Night Shyamalan twist, The Village had a lot. Okay, and I'll make a fucking video. I might even make a fucking podcast episode about The Village. In my opinion, a twist is something that you cannot see coming, but upon rewatch or looking back on the movie, it makes sense. Like, it fits in perfectly. It was just something that was blind to the viewers. Where this was not blind to the viewers. We were told that the aliens didn't like water. Like, we were told this. So it's not a twist. It's just the fact in the universe of the movie. We're in The Sixth Sense, comparing The Sixth Sense with spoilers for that, if you haven't seen The Sixth Sense. Everybody knows the twist. I don't even know why I'm saying spoilers. The twist is that the kid sees dead people, and the therapist, Bruce Willis's character, the therapist that's been helping the kid the whole time, is dead. Once we find out in the Sixth Sense context that the kid sees dead people, it makes sense just for him to see dead people because he is seeing them throughout the movie. But it also makes sense when we find out Bruce Willis is dead because he can't open the door, and like his wife is kind of sad the whole time, or initially you think that they are just having marital issues, whatever. It's never alluded to that Bruce Willis specifically is dead, where in Signs it is told to us that the aliens are dislike water to some degree. We don't know that it technically kills them, but that they don't like, they have an aversion to it. We are never told or alluded to specifically that Bruce Willis is one of the dead people that the kid is seeing. Where in Signs, we are told and alluded to that we're told actually that the aliens don't like water. So it's not a twist. A twist is something that you don't see coming. It doesn't detract from the movie for me. I think it makes more sense if you don't look at it like a twist, because it has more impact. That was it. This is where my critiques lie, I think. I think my main issues with it are that the climax and even exposition don't have a big enough payoff. I think for the movie, and even I would probably say how word of mouth has made this movie seem and its reception, I feel like even in a lot of its reviews, it's touted as a very tense. M. Night Shyamalan still knows how to create the tension, and there is social tension. Going into it, I assumed that a lot of the tension would be from aliens and invasion, and we're fighting for our lives. The aliens are here, they are invading us, they're aggressive, and we are trying to save ourselves. Where I feel like the dread and the suspense was from, are the aliens here to kill us? That was actually a question posed in the movie. I was expecting more of a alien invasion creature feature, in a sense. Not even a creature feature, but just more peril. I was expecting more peril, more invasion fighting. We're seeing the aliens and interacting with them, trying to defend ourselves. Where the movie was more, we have a very dysfunctional family right now, and we're forced to face our problems and our emotions because the aliens might be here to kill us. And then the aliens end up just being there to kill them, and the payoffs of the aliens are not great. The only good alien scenes are when Joaquin Phoenix sees the clip on the TV, and the scene at the end when it's kind of jump scared to us that they think it's okay to go upstairs and the alien has the son. But other than that, it was very anticlimactic. I don't think that the aliens pose a very big threat in the movie. They aren't menacing. They create crop circles. I feel like the aliens cause more of a societal and social pressure by people not believing that it's real at first, and then people debating on if are the aliens here to kill us, and they don't pose as much of a physical threat, where I feel like aliens have historically and futuristically from that movie done. Like, if you look at the original Alien, that alien was tearing the shit up on the ship. But if you even look to like the movie I was talking about, No One Will Save You, that is very much heavy invasion, whatever, where Signs is more of a social drama. I'm not even going to say thriller. Signs is a social drama with thrilling elements. I think that the viewer, especially if they know things about the movie, needs to adjust their expectations. It's not like a typical alien invasion movie. It's very drama and plot heavy, and that plot isn't always the best. So, thank you all for watching. If you have any movies you want me to review, talk about, whatever, let me know. Comment it down below. If you disagree or think I'm full of shit, also let me know. Thank you so much for watching. This weekend, hopefully I have this video out shortly after I record it, but this weekend I'm planning on seeing Longlegs, and I will be doing probably a review and also a so basically on that, my version of just a sum up of it. And it better not be bad. Anyway, thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, all the YouTube thingies. And I will see you next time, hopefully.